Newly released video appears to show a secret prison camp in Belarus. Human rights advocates claim the government may be using it to punish its critics.
A chilling sight, not from the last century, but last month. A possible prison camp built inside Belarus for political prisoners. CNN obtained this footage of what witnesses said looked like a newly refurbished camp about an hour's drive from the capital, Minsk. A new sign saying, "Forbidden border and entry." A 3-layer fence, electrified, they said. New moving surveillance cameras, bars and reflective screens on the windows of newly rebuilt barracks. No prisoners yet, what looked like a soldier inside, and regular military patrols who told our witnesses outside to leave. One local talked to them anonymously. "My friend Sasha, a builder, told me they've refurbished this place," he said. "There are 3 levels of barbed wire and it's electrified. I was picking mushrooms here when a military man came up to me and said I can't walk here." The buildings sit on the vast site of a former Soviet missile storage facility surrounded by forest. The repairs came not long after defecting police officers released secret recordings of senior police discussing the need for prison camps at several sites. Unsurprisingly, CNN hasn't gained access to the interior of the site, so we can't definitively say that it is intended for use as a prison camp. But a Western intelligence official I spoke to said that use was, quote, possible, although they didn't have direct evidence. In the current climate, it's tough to imagine what else the camp could be for. Opposition leaders fear its possible use by President Alexander Lukashenko's forces during future protests.
It's not surprising that he's trying to build something like a regular prison camp, because the new wave of protest will come up anyway. It can be triggered by his statement, it can be triggered by economic situation, but it will come. And he understands, and he also wants to be prepared more than last year in 2020. This is why I will not be surprised if such camps are being built.
Belarusian officials declined to comment and have called the recording about camps fake news when it was released, saying they followed the law. These images emerge after a weeks-long crackdown against remaining independent media inside Belarus and dozens of arrests. Inside Belarus, the protest movement's been persecuted so hard it now holds remote flash mob demonstrations like these, filmed by drones. But some of it is finding ways to hit back, CNN has learned. These are railway saboteurs, apparently in action. They say their operations, the details of which we aren't disclosing, just trigger alarms that stop trains on the tracks, risking nobody's safety and causing traffic to slow down, they say. We spoke to one organiser. When our skies are blocked, he said, we should block the land as well. The main goal is to cause economic damage to the regime because all the delays cause them to pay huge fines. This action was carried out, they said, on a key route from Russia to the European Union. CNN can't independently confirm it was effective. If there is an impact on rail traffic, it could have great significance outside of Belarus and here, Lithuania, because so many goods from the east rely on this network to get to Europe. Signs both sides could be adopting new, harsher tactics and what may await fresh protests as the screws tighten.